be calling going forward the very first summit of the IRC, the Intracontinental Rozakko'ran community. I could not be like happier with seeing how many people have actually like shown up and given this a chance. Agent. With how many people have given this a chance. And with that, I do actually want to go over a couple of things. First of all, of course, Ray is not going to be the one presiding over this because he does not have a microphone, and we are not going to be listening to TTS bot. So I'm going to be the one doing that. With that, I will be trying to be as fair and as impartial as I can be. Of course, that's going to be like impossible to be completely because, of course, I have my own biases. Everyone has their own biases. It is what it is. I will simply do my best. This is technically going to be a bit of a test run for the summits going forward. We have learned a lot by studying the old summits and doing the best that we can to improve on a lot of the issues that we saw with it. But at the same time, there are still many other things that we can try and improve on. And so if you have any suggestions for anything that you want to see changed, improved on, go ahead and leave that in the suggestions forum channel after this is over. We'll be trying to emulate the talking stick system that some of the older ones have gone through, but at the same time we will be a little bit stricter with the way that it's enforced. We're not going to be having someone be able to interrupt or talk over 8 times with practically no repercussion. I think with that's practically everything. So let's go ahead and just get started with that. Very first thing I do actually want to
get inside.
And you get Obi, could you please let them inside?
Oh, sure, of course. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys
just try and make sure that Tristan doesn't get in, pretty much.
All right, let's check. Who's this guy?
John
just TPA to me, just in case.
That's the dead man. Bury him.
What do you mean I'm the dead man? I'm pretty much materializing myself as a ghost.
Yeah, just go ahead, like Anovium, just go ahead and like TPA to anyone in here.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, actually, with that, I do actually want to mention real quick. So when we were asking about a few things,
sorry.
Did you?
No one saw that. It's okay. No one saw that. Coming.
Right. Thank you.
You guys are silly. I do want to mention. We were asking a few times. We do have a couple of topics to get through. One of the few people that we did actually get a response from, granted it wasn't too much, was from Suharaya. Do you guys actually have anything else that you have to talk about, expand on since last I asked? Obi?
Oh no, sorry, none.
You don't have anything?
No.
Okay, that's all right then. I am actually interested then in what's going on in Tara. I've been keeping an eye on it. We've of course it's been kind of a bit of a kerfuffle going on. Creative, could you please talk about what's been going on there?
What has been happening in Tara? As you all may know, we had a revolution against the Iraqi dynasty, which is pretty infamous around this continent. I don't think they need any introduction. Now, the causes for the revolution were basically inactivity. Nothing was happening in the nation, and we kind of decided to take action. It wasn't supposed to turn violent at first. It's going to be a list of demands. But the news with Senti's unban, we decided to basically rewrite Tara's fates. We got some allies, and we did what we did. And basically, the situation is what it is now. There's not really much to it, honestly.
All right.
If any of you has any questions, I can ask. I mean, I'm giving a very abridged version of the entire story.
I was about to say, yeah. If
yeah.
anyone does want to ask a little bit about that.
I do have one question. So I know you
Yeah,
guys
right.
did lose your capital within the revolution. Are you guys getting that back? Or is that just
yes,
gonna
it
be
looks like we are getting it back.
okay, nice to hear.
I can confidently say that we are getting it back, yeah.
Okay. Nice to see a unified tower again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
There was a little bit where again we were just like trying to like warn about the Iraqis the moment that we saw them coming, like, no, don't let them
Right.
in. Yeah. And sadly our warnings have gone unheeded, but it's really nice to actually see like a recovery from that. In terms of
Yeah.
actually like Hanishira ourselves, we're actually doing pretty all right. We have been on a pretty hot streak of, developing, getting, more people active and just doing the best that we can. We set up a claim for an eventual shop, as you could see on the blue map. We have also been finally finishing up the renovations that we have for Oadal, and we have been just doing the best that we can to really finally recover from the stagnation and the months of crises that we had before then last year. It's taken a good while, but we're finally on the upswing, which has been immensely. I've been very happy to see.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, yippee.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, Agent, I do want to ask, is there anything going on that you'd want to talk about on behalf of Rizal? Like, what's been going on with y'all?
Well, obviously, we just recently finished up our coalition when we got coalitioned on. Thank you, Layson. We've wrapped it up recently, and right now we're more or less getting things moving again internally. We mainly wanted, if I was going to talk about anything here, I mainly wanted to talk about things I wish to do with the rest of y'all. I wanted to set up some competitions, mainly around Rozakko'ran. Possibly, I was thinking I wanted to we had a ice boat race before the war started. That went very well. And I wanted to expand that. If anybody else has any ice boat tracks around, I would like to hopefully expand that, because as we know, Formula Apex is shutting down because of inactivity. So I want to try doing a more League of Sports if we could. Yes, they are shutting down. It's just inactivity. They don't get as many people. I've been working with them to set up a separate league, something smaller, less professional, more just one-offs. And I would probably want to do it as a Rozakko'ran thing rather than an international thing, more so. Which is honestly one of the main reasons I joined here, is to help organize more events with the rest of you guys. I run events for Rizal mainly, and I would like to run more with especially our neighbors. I haven't thought anything good yet besides sports, but I can take things. But beyond that point, we're more or less on a wind down from war. And we would like to open up any form of negotiations with anything with our neighbors, mainly with events, on my sakes.
Yeah, the one thing I do actually want to see a lot more of is just the pitching of events with one another, and again, just more walking on stuff in general, like ice tracks and whatnot. Kind of again, bring back the old infrastructure gang, bring back a lot of the more friendly relations that some people would have every now and then with each other, even if there could be hostilities here and there. Ultimately, there was just more in terms of community going on in Rozakko'ran compared to now, and I really do want to kind of bring that back. But yeah, it's good to hear that you're doing all right and looking to just kind of get more stuff, just happening, and wanting to include people with that. Heading over to to Altera, I've been hearing a little bit about some tensions between Silvios and Zephyr. Of course that we do want to be a little bit careful with the way that we, try and not be like openly hostile towards one another, at least here. I do want to go ahead and ask Hamburger real quick. Do you want to give sort of your end on what's going on there?
Yes, I would appreciate that. So, to begin off, I'd like to give a brief history of Zephyr and those who are in Silvios. Here today, representing the Silvios, are Snake and Kursant. These are two individuals who used to be Zephyrian citizens, but due to events in the ending of last year, Kursant was kicked out of Zephyr for making inappropriate jokes, and Snake was trialed and found guilty, even pleaded guilty, on multiple charges of corruption, voter manipulation, and conspiracy to overthrow the government. These two have been very resentful to us since that time. So when we saw that they had bought a claim right on our border, now called Silvios, we put an eye on it. And the events that followed were very concerning. I'd like to present here to the NWC chat. Can I put some images of the events that transpired in the past few weeks?
Yeah, you may.
All right. If you give me a moment, please, I'll get those out for you.
Of course, do know that we are going to ask Silvios for their side as well after this.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
I would love to hear their side of the story. This is gonna take me a sec because I want to get them in order so we don't have to be shuffling through the images.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. If it's not gonna be too long for you to find it, then that's all right. If it's gonna be a little bit, I can probably just go ahead and ask.
You want to ask
Snake
them their side of the
what they
story?
sort of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Just as you're trying to find this. So, Snake, if you want to go ahead and talk about what's been going on.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I mean, I don't really know what he's accusing us of yet, so I'm not really sure what to say.
Oh,
It's gonna be a lot more, so just keep asking him.
yeah. Well, I mean, just in general, like, what's sort of your sort of point of view when it comes to like the tensions that's going on between you and Zephyr? Like, it doesn't need be about like this specific thing, but just in general, like what's been going on.
Well, basically, I've been trying to get back on Altera for a while now. I made a deal with Anovium that went south, but I'm not going to get into that. So
that was old history.
No, that
Wasn't it?
wasn't. That was like, I don't think you know what I'm talking about, Anovium.
No, which one?
Not you, Anovium. So sorry. Anastasia. My apologies.
Right.
That went south for other reasons, but I've been trying to just get back on the continent. Of course, it's got sentimental value and whatnot, and I think I can build something here, which of course is evident with Silvios. So I took an opportunity to buy some land, and when we got this land, we received threats from Zephyr, such as Vicky Outlaw on our border, as well as just general riffraff, and they started preparing a war claim as soon as we got the claim, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. So we went to Aaron I for protection, and then there was a whole debate ensued between me and Croissant and Stable Genius and Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know, to be honest, what else like to say. We're kind of just chilling right now.
I also will say that Vicky Outlaw and Stable are both paid agents of Zephyr. So at the time of the meetings and other things, they were either getting paid or were representing at the time, to my
They were
understanding.
representing Zephyr. There's a whole like 40-minute argument video about it, where they were trying
Was
to
it
get
40? I thought it was a little
So-
longer.
they from our point of view, we went to Aaron and I saying, these guys are probably going to war us. They're prepping a war claim. We think they're going to probably cast. So can you protect us? And so, well, we went to Aaron and I because I'm really good friends with the Aaron and I people. And they said they were going to defend us. And basically this whole 40-minute or maybe more argument was them trying to get Aaron and I to drop us, which we can only assume was so that they can war us.
The argument was more than 40 minutes. The video that Saturn, the leader of Kartek, recorded was 40 minutes. That's just where those numbers are coming from.
Okay. I haven't seen that video. I
Oh
would.
my gosh, bro! How
I
many
can't.
screenshots?
Oh, you know how much trouble you've caused. Oh, there's so
All
much.
right. Hold
Keep
on.
going.
Hamburger,
Hold on.
come
Don't
on.
Snake.
Should
Hamburger,
we brace, should
try
we
not
brace
to-
ourselves?
Can we not try and like be too like pointed about this?
I will make a note now. I don't know how in touch or in involved, up to knowledge to say so, is Hainashara and western part of the continent, but Altera has always had a heated thing when it came to Snake and relations between nations of the subcontinent, mainly due to some conflicts and election interference, land coups, and the history of mistrust around the region, and a lot of it does revolve around
aware.
Snake, so it will be a big talk of what happened in the past, a lot of history behind this, and probably will also justify some of the reactions that may happen right now. And if we were going to be given an opportunity to expand on those, also we will. But right now, I'm just saying that it will be a long discussion.
Yeah, I am aware. Snake has already like said recently, like they understand they've done a lot of bad in the past. But I'm very much like interested in seeing what and the server crashed again. And very much interested in seeing like what's going on at the moment, because at current I just don't want to see this end up spilling into open conflict or really bringing anyone else into it.
All right, I think I have everything amassed.
All right. If you want to like go ahead and like, I guess more properly like present it, or at least like kind of narrate what is in here.
I'll share my perspective of like I'll show the screenshots in the order they should be in.
Okay.
Okay, so in this first image, I labeled it the opening act. This will involve Karkaros, but only because that's who they bought the claim from. So at first we noticed that a claim that we had sold to Karkaros a few months prior had been sold to new hands, and Snake had suddenly joined the claim. We found this very concerning because when we sold Karkaros the claim, we made it clear that our history and all that was Snake, and they said, okay, well, Snake won't get it. It was then that Wildbird told us, when I sold the claim, it was a third party. He had the impression it was going to Leitaris, when he had no idea that Leitaris is connected to Snake. And then eventually Snake gets ownership of Big Bacchia a few days after the sale occurs. From there, the claim looked like this when they bought it. They had started filling in the like this ditch over here, for developing the claim. And we started getting raids from people in their claim. Tristan was saying, we are coming for your land. Surrender your annexed land to ACT. The Zephyrian Civil War is coming. Aho, aho. The Zephyrian Civil War is coming. And amidst all this, Snake is building up his claim from, mind you, this to this in a matter of days. We only had one claim that we have that we thought was reasonably he could war, so we started building that one in as a precautionary act. Then one day, this little announcement shows up in the Karteki Discord. From there, I was DM'd by Saturn. Where is it? Here we are.
What did he say? Wait, where is this?
It
Zephyr
is
goes-
being streamed currently.
Yeah, if you want to watch my perspective.
Saturn, bro. What in the cell?
And then I have a few informants who are telling me that Snake is looking to build a fortress, and they're going to use it as a launch pad in Altera to war the subcontinent.
So you were spying on me?
After our history, I don't see why I wouldn't keep tabs on you. Anyway,
Continue.
I was then dragged into a GC. This is all out of whack. This is all out of order. Let me see if I can get this. Okay.
Can you zoom in?
Zoom in.
I don't know, I could barely see it.
It is quite small. At least for us it is.
Okay, thank you.
And then also try and narrate it if you can, just a little bit
I'm
for
looking
the audio recording.
Yeah, I got you. Where's the first one? I'm looking for it. I hate this shit. Okay. Fuck ass. Did I send it out of order? Well, no matter. Okay, so Snake, Saturn put me in a GC with Swags and a few other officials from Kartek and RNI, and started accusing Zephyr of trying to war ACT, which, as of that hour, about like an hour beforehand, had vassalized under Kartek. And from there, we had a fruitful discussion where nobody really knew they were talking about. Saturn was acting like, "Are you war decking them?" Swag is like, "If you're war decking anybody under Kartek, we're gonna war you." Snake says Vicky threatened him before.
I did do that.
Prove it. Right here. Prove it.
I don't have screenshot portfolios. Sorry.
Well, then it's your word against my.
I do have a screenshot of a heart sign that was built at the border of Silvios and Zephyr
Oh yeah.
that I had built to try and ask.
Excuse me. Can I get
for
through
the-
my presentation?
I was about to say yes. Please let
Oh, sorry.
Hamburger at the very least finish, and then you may.
They walked into this GC thinking, "I thought there was a word ticket." There was going to be a deal where Aaron and I was going to vassalize us, and then Snake would leave us alone. Saturn went in and said, "No, no, 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 no." Ah, damn! I was just get the fucking. Give me a sec. I'll get the fucking GC. All those screenshots are out of whack.
Yep.
Oh.
First.
All right, there we go. Where is it? Come on.
Let's say if you're not able to find the GC, then at the very least you have the screenshots that you do have.
Yeah, but I don't.
I know the order is kind of scrambled. If you can find it, that's of course that's always good to actually have like more tangible physical evidence, but yeah. I guess while that's still being found out, of course not. Do you want to go ahead and say what you're gonna say? Oh, never mind. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. There we are.
Oh, you gonna screen share again?
Here we
Bilbo,
are.
you're frying me right now, man. Oh, sorry. I'll be.
Oh, there it is.
So we started in Saturn adds me to GC. He adds swags, coping planes. What's the name of y'all's nation? ACT, whatever. So the Kartek has decided to get involved because my buddy Snake, and he brought me to Zephyr when it first started, considering everything that came down to this. Your protector is falling apart, and we won today basically. We haven't won a single word. They're gloating. We're big and strong. You're not. But also, I believe in second routes. I'm not to argue, but I offer you guys to capitulate with some autonomy and to make amends of Snake, blah, 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 blah. Just to make amends of Snake. Both y'all not trying to kill each other. Kartik is also air knife. Or anyway. Aranai and Kartek are trying to downplay war. If you were Kartek because they have just joined Snake's claims joined Kartek and then Aranai, there will be consequences. If you threaten Snake or worse Snake, there will be consequences. Don't waste your time. And then we go off on just saying we are not going to war Snake. And then this continues for a little bit where it's like, if you war Tech, you can see what's gonna happen to your nation. V and their goons have been hostile to me for months, blah blah. No, there's no evidence of this at all. They started accusing us of, are y'all wearing Snake, yes or no? There's no work ticket. You literally were threatened 2 days ago. They get confused. Are you declaring on them? Is it like a war form or does not legit? Nothing's ever been thing. Vicky threatened war on our border. Didn't happen. Okay, listen, Snake, your call. Are you warring them or are they warring you? Blah blah. Then Snake later on. And see, like, Zephyr has something against Kartek or Aranai. If a work claim on my border, blah blah. We are not worrying. I made it clear to these guys. That's all we need to hear. We cut a deal for them saying, so basically if you prevent war, if you join us, Snake will never bother you. You'll keep autonomy, whatever. I say that's fine later. And then Snake down here is going to be this goes on for way too long.
I was about to say, like, yeah, if someone is recording this just so everything can kind of be like combed through before, that would probably be better in the case that there is anything being skipped over either accidentally or otherwise. I don't think there's any reason to like do so maliciously, but sometimes context can just be missed.
Seeing a interesting. Seems like there's a few deleted things here. Snake's not talking as much as he was.
What?
Oh well. Oh well. I know I have that at least on here.
May I make a
So-
small observation? If it was deleted and you have the thing that was deleted on photo, could we prove it?
Yeah, I have it all in photo.
I was about to say if
I
it's
deleted
on
nothing
photo,
from that group
then
chat, and I do not intend to.
Because the context of it was, should there be some obstruction or destruction of proof, we can assume malice.
Mhm.
And should be, I'm not saying it should be treated as such, but it's
Okay, here we
definitely
are.
suspicious.
Everybody shut the fuck up. I am warring Zephyr. He switched the story because they're prepping to attack and destroy our city state. That was at 9:40.
No, it's still there.
yeah, it is still there.
Oh
I
yeah.
can see that.
Okay.
There you go.
Apologies. So yes, there's a back and forth. Are you wearing Sylvia's or not? No, we're not. Snake is everybody shut the fuck up. I am wearing Zephyr now because they are prepping to attack us. Baseless accusations. You got nothing.
May I speak?
Give
Um,
me a sec.
Is
I was
your
about to say, hold
presentation
on.
done?
I'm wrapping up. Just give me one more
Yeah,
sec.
just let Hamburger finish up real quick, and then you may.
Okay, so you see, y'all capitulate us, and Snake will nowhere be near y'all. Later on, no bullshit, Saturn is like, no, but I also want Snake to benefit. This would have been all avoided, but Snake and Saturn kept pushing. He needs to benefit in some way. It's not about no war. We reached the no war outcome in this GC, but he kept pushing. I also want Snake to benefit. And how would Snake benefit? Over here. Snake would
Snake would.
I'm looking for it, but basically he asked as like a peace deal that we vassalize under Kartek and that we give up our largest claim, a 1,400 chunk claim, to him. To him, like our biggest claim. That's our biggest chunk of land that we're already doing projects there. That's just a no go. That's a no deal. And then there was like, oh, but what would we split to halvesies, whatever? It's just not gonna happen. And from there, things broke down. Here it is. Snake wants Billy Kilikovka. How about we split the claim in half? Like, nah. From there, that's when the that GC, or not that GC, that video of Snake, Saturn, and Vicky battling out in an Aaron IVC. This is the prologue to that. And from there, Zephyr reached out to the Eternal Empire of Bardonia. And as of yesterday, we vassalized under Bardonia in hopes to avoid this whole shit show completely.
Mm-hmm. Layson, I'm not going to be pulling you up, but if you want to say something in DMs, then you can go ahead and do so, and I can go ahead and speak on that. If you have a war tick, if you have a war ticket to show, then go ahead and just again DM that to me, and I can present that. Oh yeah, put it in the VC chat. Just go ahead and get that screenshot.
I would say, due to the conversations of that debate, a war ticket was open. Mostly because of the antagonization that Vicky and Sable were doing. Because it was a public trial thing that Aaron and I was putting out.
What do you mean you have a war ticket to show? What does that even mean?
No, it sounds concerning. It sounds
Yeah, a little bit.
fucking revolver on the table. Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of the first thing you mention when you talk about all this shit. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Fuego, I can't really pull you up either. If you want something to be
Can Layson
said,
show this
go
war
ahead and
ticket?
let Agent know.
Also, I wrote down some things, so I'll be able to.
No, I'm gonna say Hasfel's gonna swap out with me right now. He's gonna be.
So you okay with swapping?
Yeah,
out
yeah. Drop me down. Bring him up.
Okay, that can work. I'll go ahead and do that then.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, what's good, gang?
So you were trying to war us. Look at this.
What?
Who?
Look what Layson just sent. It's a screenshot of a war ticket. And look at that date. Oh, what? Right now?
How would I open a war ticket today?
You just did.
You opened a war
Yo,
ticket days ago,
what
and
is
it hasn't
going
been opened.
on,
So I don't
gang?
see. I don't see the.
Why is your ticket open and mine isn't?
I was about to say, Hamburger, because it does say that it was open to. I don't know what your time zone is. It does say it is opened up today in the screenshot. Can you, if you do have any, if you do have a war ticket there, can you please like pull that up in the Stoneworks Discord?
Yeah, I can show the Stoneworks Discord for you.
So Zephyr is war decking us. Huh? How funny.
No, I do have a question. The thing is, it was a thing today, and when was it renamed to Silvios? The claim?
The claim was
Because-
renamed to Silvios.
Because I don't think it was renamed today. I think it was renamed a while ago.
No, it was renamed
And-
to Silvios a long while ago.
Oh, the ticket.
was-
The ticket was closed today. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Now,
So
it seems a bit
this
confused
is a
because
shit
it was
ton of news.
like.
So they
Yeah,
did.
was
I was about to say
Yeah.
I saw it like it says it was like
Oh
you know
my
open then. If
gosh.
that's just from the
Can I do some speaking, guys?
No.
I was about to say yeah, you can go ahead and speak.
Okay. So first of all, this is one of the biggest ones. Hamburger, Vicky, in those discussions with Aaron and I, they were always dodging the question. They were saying, we're not warring Kartek, we're not warring Aaron and I. They never said we're not warring Silvios. That's one thing. Two, what was I? Sorry, I lost my page in my notebook where I was writing things down. Give me one moment.
I would say.
Yeah, man. When I'm up against these screenshotters, bro, you have to, you know.
I would say the things about Triscan raiding Zephyr. Triscan has been raiding Zephyr and Altera since the beginning of the Triscan Wars back in, I think, December, January. I don't remember when the first one happened.
Yeah, I cannot. We cannot test here. Yeah.
I was about to say yeah.
Yeah,
To be fair,
so
Tristan
Triscan-
raids a lot of things.
Okay, one second,
Triscan-
guys. I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. Settle.
I will-
Yeah, go
I will,
ahead.
I will explain. So Triscan has been raiding people no matter what under other names. I believe there was an incident where he was raiding under the banner Centaura, even though, well, Triscan is not Centauran. And upon other claims is that we have told Triscan to stop in VCs, in messages. There is nothing we can do about it physically. We don't support his actions. We don't want him raiding. We've done our best to make sure it doesn't happen.
May I ask something as like something that comes here because there is the claim of Altera. Yes, the small claim, 52 chunks as like below Inacie Opel or whatever that is called. The thing is, it existed there for a while, and considering his notoriety, considering his past actions and such, the Covenant and Silvio still took them under the nation claim, despite having the notorious action, the notorious, how do you say, this image that he has around the continent, not just Altera alone, and it seems like an indirect endorsement to some,
I do actually
including the
then.
Centauran delegation.
I will speak upon this.
I was going to ask, what would be the reasoning like for like actually bringing in Tristan in that way?
He's really chill if you're like decent to him.
And secondly,
Can I have
let
a
me
point of order?
let me explain. Let me
Okay,
continue,
okay, hold
please.
on. Yep, just let
Point of
Snake
order.
finish and then.
If you have a person who has a habit of raiding other nations, why the hell do you not feel responsible for then having him in your nation? That's like my problem with Tristan. Tristan has been harassing, especially me and Kadu, and you tell me, well, that's just Tristan. I can't do anything with it. Bro, he's in your bloody nation. Why do you let him be in your nation if you know he has a habit of raiding and harassing people? That's just, I wanted to put that out.
That's an excellent question, Neil. I have some recent experience with this as of yesterday. My good friend Mon Wooper.
Hold on.
My good friend Mon Wooper just bombed the claim. So sometimes that shit just happens, bro. That just happens. You never know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whether or not he's in our nation, he's gonna raid you. I've done what I can, and there's no use taking a loss for no reason.
My question is, in that case, why are you still like allowing him to operate in your nation?
If I would finally be able to speak my piece.
Nah.
We're allowing to operate in our nation because, well, frankly, he's nice to us, and if we
talking about
he's gonna raid us too.
Is this the same Tristan that was like
yes,
warring
bro, that
Santara?
Yes, the same Tristan.
Yes.
Look, he's an asshole.
There's no way this guy is still relevant to today,
I
bro.
know.
It's been a year, bro. There's no way.
All right, okay, hold on. Okay.
Hold on. Can we all just accept that he's gonna raid and just like kill him together?
Hold
then
on.
get him out of your nation.
No,
I
wouldn't say that.
So,
please.
Again, my general question is, again, if he's going to be raiding people, if he's going to be not only bringing in like negative connotations himself and bringing a bad name to himself and your nation by you allowing him to be in your nation and be a claim holder within your nation, why are you allowing him to be in that position and only draw further criticism towards yourself?
Okay, frankly, I haven't even been really thinking about this. There's been too much on my mind recently. This hasn't been a big pressing issue.
Snake, please.
Sure, Croissant, go ahead.
Okay. So we had two options with this. He's going to raid, period. We all know this.
Yo, let Layson know.
But if we allow him in our nation claim, which I will be making sure that he does not get any substantial government positions within the nation. So definitely no high gov, nothing that would give him power within Silvios, because we do not want him in our government as of the controlling power. We see this as we get land and we get rated less. We have already been constantly saying to several people, and Tristan has killed me several times. He has killed our bill several times, and we have killed him several times to make sure that he would stop doing stuff like this. And we have done our best to try, and I am telling you, our best to make sure he would stop. But Tristan is a typhoon that nobody can stop other than killing him, which I was there, or tried to be there at the wars and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't like him. But if it's between him constantly raiding us every day or him not, I'm going to choose him not being to. We have naked builders. We have them building hours throughout the day. We pay builders because we want to build our beautiful city.
Just like stop talking about Tristan and kind of like go to the elephant in the room right now.
Can I have one last point of order about Tristan? I think it's a valuable one. It's miss, but okay.
Okay, listen, y'all, this shit is so stupid, bro. Like, y'all complain about Tristan. Shut up about him, bro. It's one guy. What is it? Okay,
That's what I'm
unless he's
saying.
literally like
all right.
war decking.
Okay.
Unless
let's-
he's literally war decking your claims. I'm not seeing the issue. Unless I missed
Alright.
something here.
Can we let Jochen speak, please?
No.
I'm not
What
saying that
was-
Tristan is the most pressing issue. I'm not saying that it really is a dastardly geopolitical issue. I'm saying it is a daily inconvenience for the average, well, me. And while you say that it is impossible to stop Tristan, I rose to power in Kadu about a year ago, and Tristan has only been an issue for me in the last 2 months, which would be around the time you guys started, hanging around him. So I don't know, maybe don't encourage him, but okay, whatever.
I'm gonna
will
say
not
again. I'm gonna
encourage it.
reiterate this because I don't even know who Snake is, to be honest. But
I don't have a lot to
no.
say
My
otherwise.
point. My
so I'm
point.
just
My
talking
point
about
is that
Tristan.
like
Okay, try not to.
whether this guy is under Snake at or not, this Tristan guy has been nothing but trouble for a year. He's gonna do it anyways. He just gets a laugh out of it. Like, you're never gonna stop this guy. It doesn't matter who this guy's on there. If he's on their Snake, if he's on their fucking Scalaga, if he's on their Aragotha, if he's on their Centaur, he's gonna do it. That's just who he is. He's been doing this for a year. You giving him the attention. You guys are focusing the entire stupid fucking thing on Tristan at the moment. That's the attention he wants. Like, you just get you understand that, right?
Yeah.
You're just giving him the attention he wants, right? Just don't give him the attention. Oh, come on. Let's think rationally here. This is the stupid. I never. This is why I never join these meetings. I'm from Raza. We're one of the biggest nations on the continent. We don't join these things because we talk about shit like this, right? This is why it died in the first place. It's
Guys,
Tristan, bro.
May I
Okay,
please?
Yeah, okay. Yes,
I want to.
Snake.
May I please do a rebuttal to entirety of Hamburger's speech and the massive bombshell Layson just dropped that just went like no one talked about it. Okay.
Snake, you may speak.
So first of all, Hamburger says, well, give me one second. So I want to point out in Hamburger's own DMs, they have a group chat called Act Against Act. Now,
Hey, bro,
Act
just let
was
this
the
guy in.
former name of the claim and nation claim in which the Covenant and Silvios is now, but it was renamed before tensions even started. Therefore, they had a group against us, Act Against Act, before we even had contact with them. This is only further proof of their aggression. What did I say? What is that? What did I mean? Yes. We apologize for Tristan. We just went over that. Who cares? They never said to Aaron and I or to Kartek that they were not going to war us. They just said, we don't want Aaron and I, we don't want Kartek involved. And of course, this is only further proved by the screenshot that Layson just shared. Let me see if I can't pull that up. That says that they opened a war ticket against us when our claim name was still Big Bakia. Our claim name was renamed before January.
Holy lag.
So they have had this ticket open for a long time. They are going to war us. They were trying to. It is blatantly clear. I don't think there's anything else I can say here that will make this more clear that they are just out for blood and have a grudge against me, Croissant, and my fellow Covenant brethren. That's all.
All right. Hamburger, do you have anything else to sort of say on that?
No, not really. I presented my arguments.
Okay.
Yo, let Layson up, bro.
Well, I'm not gonna let Layson up until he does the application. Which, okay, I'm looking at it now.
Have I done an application? Let him up. Yeah, bro.
No. The only reason I brought you up is because me and Agent agreed that you could replace him, for this discussion.
I mean,
which
like,
I should actually give you a nation leader role if I haven't yet. There you go. All right,
I'm gonna jock
like
though.
that.
Hold on.
May I have permission to add one more thing, please?
Mm-hmm.
During the Triscan raiding them, I had, and when they came back and started attacking.
You are cutting out. You're roboting.
Chat.
Right, but ultimately, like regardless on what is like going on, who's being like extra hostile to who, evidently, like there are a lot of things going on. Is no, are we able to try and have like a concerted effort to, at the very least, try and like back off on both ends from like trying to
Harmony.
like implicate one another. It like not just to try and avoid like an actual
Harmony, they opened a war ticket against me and only closed it because I got support.
Yeah, and I have to ask why was the ticket open again? I know you probably explained just
Let's
earlier,
ask
but
Hamburger.
I'm back.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's what I'm asking. That's
I'm
Hamburger. Can you?
So it's the question.
Why was the war ticket opened in the first place?
Because we know Snake.
That's not.
So it's a grudge.
No, we know Snake. He doesn't let go things. He doesn't. He holds
That's
grudges.
the
We had-
thing. I feel like what you ended up doing by opening that war ticket was, you know, understanding that the actions of someone in the past, it means that like sure they could be fairly untrustworthy, but at the same time making a super aggressive move, sort of to preempt what you believe he would do, is
right, because we also had intel.
not the way to. But that's
So you were spying.
But,
so
that's aggressive in itself. I don't have any spies on you.
Says
Who cares?
all right, who can guys? Ultimately, again, try and not to just assume that people are going to be actively taking measures against you if they have not already done so. We don't need to be worrying ourselves into a conflict when nothing has actively been done on that side that you are worrying about to ultimately escalate things to the point that you believe they will. Right. I would rather there not be a conflict there, and I would rather things try and cool down. Ultimately, I do think it is very good that we were able to cover this. I do know some things could have been misconstrued, accidental or otherwise, but at the current moment, ultimately, I think there just needs to be a settling down on things and trying to not kind of get one up over each other. Okay? Are we able to go ahead and move on from that?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Hello.
I agree.
Hello, Layson.
Listen.
May I just
Hold on.
present the war ticket earlier because I got the fucking transcript from one of my boys because for some reason one of Skarliga's leaders was invited to the war ticket, so we got a hold of the transcript. And
Could you send that to me, Layson?
I was about to say,
who?
let Layson send it just in general in the Summit Discord. At this point, there was already like the understanding things just need to cool down on both sides. Whether or not there was like how long the war ticket was made, how long it's been open. The fact that it was made in general was a huge like misstep and escalation done to preempt what was believed to be aggressive action that hadn't been taken yet by Silvios. At this point, things need to cool down. If you want to present the war ticket, go ahead, but we are effectively going to be moving on from this point.
I mean, that's easy for you to say because you're not the target of the war ticket, but I do believe that people who get a war ticket open against them do have the right to be quite upset about that. I don't know why you're glossing over
I
it so much.
understand they could be upset. All I'm saying is that, like, we understand the things that have been done,
Harmony,
but
you don't
things
understand.
need to settle.
Harmony, I don't think you can
I'm-
calm this. I'm just going to be honest.
I know I can't have the power to do so. The
fact
best
that we're
I
not
can
yelling
do
at each other
is
a miracle.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. All I'm doing is just advising on both ends, mainly to Zephyr for having the ticket be made to
Yeah,
just
Layson,
back off
please
and
post that
settle.
here or in my DMs, please. That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Sure. Hold on, how the fuck do I post? Because it's a file. Do I just post the file in here?
Yeah, just post the file.
Oh, no.
That'll
You
work.
can go ahead and post the file.
Also, I would like to say we had heard rumors that
Yes.
Zephyr had opened a ticket, and that's another reason. Them war prepping their claim and also having rumors of them opening a ticket is what prompted us to go under Aaron and I in the first place.
Oh, again, in that case, like
everyone can read for their own, but pretty much war ticket was open today, and then my boy Warrior Jewel, a mercenary leader in Skellige, was added as an ally. And then he told me like, "Yo, oh shit, I think I fucked up." I was like, "Why?" Because there is a ticket open, and low-key, this is like against Aaron I's interest, which is my closest ally. So he naturally showed me, and I just randomly, by the way, stumbled into this fucking summit meeting, and I just heard you guys being like, "Yo, no, we didn't plan to war, and then it hit me. I was like, "Wait, didn't I just get info that a fucking war ticket happened today, or am I completely stupid?" And I do think this is exactly what happened, unless this transcript is a lie. Anyone may correct me if I'm wrong, obviously.
All right. Well, the transcript is out there, and people can go ahead and read that as they wish. We really should move on. One of the things I have here.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was actually gonna ask you, Chixra. So Kakaros, I think last I asked, I think I asked Void, but I got the response that you guys are generally doing well. You guys
Yeah.
are.
Oh.
Is there anything you want to like expand on in terms of that?
Not from my side. Void, you?
I mean, our internal stability is solid. Yeah, I can't really think of any issues that are pressing. We mostly just wanted to see what other nations around us were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that we might be like able to mention is that we're like in support of the tower thing, but like it's like I think
That's
kinda
mostly
solved, so.
over if we have enough money.
Yeah.
All right. So there's really not too much going on there.
No, not really.
Not really.
We're
No.
comfortable.
All right. Is there anyone that I haven't like called on yet to speak on like how your nation is doing on any projects that you wish to?
The Union of Rosecloud.
And
I would just like to say that, if I may, I would just like to say that we are doing internally stable since the reunification, and I would like to thank everyone who made that happen without the requirement to uncoughly brotherly violence. I would also like to thank the people of Yunsao and their leader for trusting in Kadu and making a true and stable partnership and friendship, and I believe that it will stay for many years to come. And the only thing I would like to bring to this assembly is I would like to see more RP events with the Alteran community and the larger Rozakko'ran community. And I'm willing to organize some for all of us. That is all. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay.
Clap, 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 clap.
Woo. Yeah. I suppose since you've come in and I haven't actually gotten to ask Layson, how are things going on with Skellige, particularly in the areas on that northern peninsula of Rozakko'ra? And is there anything that you actually want to like discuss in terms of, again, just how you're doing, any events, any projects, etc.?
After a friendly warring with my friend agent here, we have come to a peace agreement which ceded the Chimeran Peninsula, as you Rozakko'rans probably know it, back to us, which we originally owned. We just own it now. We're going to plan to build on it, and we have made it into a bishopric of our religion, which is up and coming, by the way. We don't have any plans for Rozakko'ra in terms of expansion because we are only going to war the AWE for supporting Rozov, which is obviously a horrible crime that they will have to pay for in the future. But as far as Rozakko'ra is concerned, we don't really care. We're only here to do religion, roleplay. Anyone who wants to do that is welcome in our borders. We have no ambitions or whatever in Rozakko'ra. Because we made peace with Rozov. Otherwise, I was going to bomb Sedura, but we did make peace, so there's that.
As long as there is peace.
You would have had to
we
wait a
didn't.
couple months in order to do that.
Yeah, I know, bro. That was pissing me off so
You
bad.
would have had to wait until like the end of summer.
August. Yeah, I know. Bro,
Yeah,
believe me, we literally made the plans, yeah.
as long as there is peace. So I do want to mention again, as there are a couple of the people who have joined since I last mentioned. Again, I do want there to be almost more of a focus on at least like presenting to one another and telling one another about events that you wish to invite people to, on projects that you wish to pitch, for stuff such as like, again, probably a more practical version of infrastructure gang that I'm wishing to establish.
Hey, Croissant, can you rep
stuff
me
of
for
that
the rest
nature.
of the meeting?
I'll bring this up. Rizal is going to be constructing a national road system, and if it's possible, we may extend it off into other nations for the hell of it.
Okay. Yeah. I guess just in that case, if you wish to do so, then just go ahead and like reach out to them. You already know what to do. But yeah, if you wish to like just extend it through, say like Hanishura, you can obviously ask. We can just be able to contribute to that.
Design. I want obviously everyone's opinion on it. We'll extend it throughout our nation, but when we extend it outside, I want everyone else's opinion on it. If we do extend it through Rozakko'ra, for the hell of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do come up to Chimeran Peninsula, I would like to make like a dead end of the road, as in like to symbolize that.
So yeah, we're going to be doing a speed road. Yeah, it's going to be speed road. So we're just going to need to gather up resources for that.
I was trying to think to make like a valley, some sort, with like a lot of damage around it to like show, oh, this is where the war happened. But maybe that's music for the future. Whatever.
Well, Layson, you need to. Hasfell, I think, has been DMing you about some stuff. You need to respond.
Oh shit! Okay, hold on.
This was a while ago. It's about the claim thing and then the other thing.
All right. I think, unless there's anything else that people kind of wish to include about their own ongoings, I honestly think that's really about it to cover in terms of at least this summit. So again, unless anyone has anything.
Get Rizal merch on your way out. I'm going to be handing out Rizal merch.
Okay.
I will have a question. I will have a question.
All right.
No, I will have a question, like regarding the summit's position and how it will work, considering we just had a burning dumpster fire a few minutes ago, and like, will the summit actually have some resolutions or position on issues like this? Will it act as a mediator, or will it purely exist as like a common project or common culture environment for nations to use?
I feel like it would be something good to try and pursue, like a actual solid framework to be able to try and have some sort of more collaborative body to try and like enact certain resolutions. At this point, that's still definitely something that would need to be ironed out. We don't want to have something like that that's so flawed that just it ends up doing nothing productive at all, and in fact further harms people. But
Right.
I think at this very moment, and of course this is still a test run for the rest of the summits, it did get a bit heated. I'm honestly, it did still stay fairly civil, and honestly, like for a lot of the people saying that, like, you know, it's been you know, heated or this has been actually like a lot nicer than at least the older recordings that I have seen.
This was
and
tame.
This was fairly tame.
Especially for the topics discussed, honestly.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
like-
saying, and
I mean, we talked about war tickets being opened, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
all right.
I suggest we put the leaders of the affected nation into an arena and let them battle it out in the mud. Thank
That's
you.
so real.
We did discuss stuff like that. We did discuss war tickets and all of that. And yet at the same time, it didn't devolve into a screaming match, which is absolutely a plus compared to the older ones. And ultimately, of course, I am still hoping that there was some sort of you know, peaceful resolution there. Obviously, I can't do anything about that personally. I don't think the IRC yet is really able to handle anything like that. So the best I can do is just like advise, please try and cool things until they like really get to a head. But outside of that, I actually do think that's a good thing. I do think that's a good place to end on. So I'm again, honestly, immensely jubilant that all of you have actually been able to turn up and give this a chance. Again, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the suggestion forum channel. Ray had just told me everyone can hunt Ray at the end of the summit. So if you're in the server and you find Ray, happy hunting.
Oh shit! Now I need to actually get on.
So, who's on merch? Also, who wants Rizal merch? Who wants Rizal merch?
And let this be the end of the first summit of the IRC.
In bloodshed? Are we really shedding blood?
Yes, it's
Ayo.
great. It's how all
Good
summits
job,
are meant
Harmony.
to end.
Oh.
Come on, guys.
I was incredibly nervous. I have really bad social anxiety. I'm glad this went well.
You did a really, really good job, Harmony.
Yeah, I would recommend you
I'm
did.
just saying,
you
it's
did
not a real
extremely
summit unless
better,
the cameraman
especially
dies.
upon the topics of Altera nuking itself for the 5th time this year.
5th time? Come on, you're too
my
generous.
my personal issue. I try to not get too personally invested because I'm not in Altera. I don't have eyes there, and I would get very heated. And again, I have to understand I don't have the power at the moment to enact anything there, so I don't. Why would I do that?
We should throw a big cake party in 3 days, guys.
And if anyone
For real,
has
for real.
like a recording of this, please. If anyone has a recording of this, please send this to either me or Ray, just so
Who
we
wants
can
Rizal
have that on
merch?
record.
Who wants Rizal
Wait,
merch?
we should also
Chill.
photo.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Hold on. I am 6 in queue. When we get in, we can do a big photo if we wish. Anyone who wishes to join.
Who gives merch?
Yo, stop killing each other. I just deep clean this place. I
Is
hate
there going to
cleaners
be
come over
some
on
sort of
Sunday.
ANAT